Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to our channel. We have our guest here, Mark Dalton. It's a blockchain programmer. Yeah, bro. Can you explain a little bit more about yourself and your background a bit, how your story in Bitcoin?
Well, I was involved in crypto since about 2014. Not heavily, just as a gimmick, more of like I wanted to support the space. And then I didn't really do anything. I just stored it in a hardware wallet for years. And then 2016, I think, or so, I started buying a lot more. Sold a bunch, with the hype, when it went up, of course. And then didn't do anything for a few years, and then started again in like 2020 summer, and then started doing more of the coding side, and also just going through the things and doing some analysis of the coins and helping people with that as well. But that's more of what I've been involved with.
Oh yeah, we know that Mark Dalton is the Bitcoin OG, guys. I mean, it's been the space for a long time. I think it's nice to see. Right now, I will ask some fundamental question because my channel is not focused only on technicals but also fundamentals. I mean, as you said earlier, you involved in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency space for a long time. I mean, what makes you interested in blockchain technology? I mean, other than traditional one, I mean, like AI and basic programming or something like that.
Well, I'm very, very broad. So the basics of what I liked about Bitcoin is the whole concept of, well, the issue of money printing, right? And inflation, where you don't have a reliable income or you don't have a reliable storage of value. So if I stored my money in dollars, I would be losing tons of money, right? So it doesn't make sense to me. So I wanted to support something that's more universal, so everybody has kind of a fair playing field for finance. Then moving into AI, I love AI. I've been involved in AI in the edges, minor stuff, more of adaptive programming since about 1995, 96. On the side, not my main job is supercomputing. And then the other areas I'm interested in is some of the tracking, being able to know where things have been and where they came from, both for medicine, shipping, the whole VE chain, origin trail, the tracking. Maybe it'll work out. Some of these will maybe not work out. I don't know, but it's interesting space, and it's an experiment. I was big in the open source world before that. Not, I wasn't big. I was into it. I was very interested in. No one would know me, but I wrote in the shared software, and we would work together. So I'm more into the idea of sharing worldwide, not focused on the U.S. or anything like that. I don't like some of the issues that I've seen with that. So
yeah, I think yeah, the reason you tell the audience about is all about the money printing and then the financial inclusion that only benefits several people, right? I mean, that's your that's your motivation in the blockchain technology. Yeah, I mean, you've been in the space for quite a long time, and you said the exact reason why you choose blockchain over the traditional, technology like AI or something like that. I mean, tell me more about the difficulties that blockchain has faced right now, because not only a regulation, I mean the fundamental one. I mean, do you think there will be a technical error in the code? I mean, that makes blockchain not very sustainable?
No, I'm not worried about Bitcoin so much. I'm not really worried. I mean, Ethereum's going to be going through some changes here now, but they do the test nets and we do testing and everything. Polkadot, they've been working through all of those right now, and making sure everything's working. Right now, we're testing Kusama, and making sure things go. And the parachain auctions should be happening soon. So we have a live test net or live Kusama network going right now. It just nothing except for one thing on it. So we kind of have to wait and see how that does. August, Cardano comes out with smart contracts. We'll see how that runs as well. And then there's Cosmos that's been active. That blockchain has been active and working really well for a while. And so I see a lot of those working, and there is always other projects that have bugs, So, I mean, everybody's going to have bugs. It's a matter of how serious they are. It's a nature of software and humans. So, but yeah, so there is risk always. And so you always try to mitigate your risk. If you put a lot in, you want to do some insurance possibly, and there's Nexus Mutual and other insurance platforms if you are risking your too much money. And that's one of the things in general I say is, don't risk more than you can lose. I don't believe you're going to lose all of it, and you don't all put it in one coin either, right? Because that's the other issue is if you're gambling on like the one token, that not Harmony, but the other one from before, you would have gotten burned. And same with, Doge. Look at Doge, it's insane. So
it's pure hype. I mean, Doge is not really an investment. It's like casino. I mean,
yeah. Unfortunately, people support it though. I mean,
yeah, I know. Because the value of the token is supported by community, unlike the stocks that drive by price auto earning. So I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Stocks get by popularity too. I mean, they get moved
I know. Yeah, that's another topic or another day. I mean, yeah, right now, you said earlier that there is our risk in the code, but as we know that Bitcoin itself have had several inflation bug in early days. I mean, back in 2011. But right now, as the network getting bigger and bigger, I think the inflation bug is no longer happen. Yeah. So that's other topic. I mean, what you prefer from fundamental perspective? I mean, proof of work versus proof of stake. What you prefer?
Well, I prefer proof of stake, but proof of work is good. Okay. I mean, I think it's not necessarily needed, but we're not going to change Bitcoin. That is a staunch group, and it's going to stay that way, and that's good. I like having variety, and so will have some in Bitcoin and some in Ethereum, and well, I'm a little bit bad in the bidding too many coins and way too many projects, so I'm a little bit on the irresponsible side in that piece. So. But no, but I like both. I don't want to have, most of mine is going to be in Ethereum kind of contracts at this stage in the cycle. But, I'll move it over to Bitcoin eventually.
Yeah, because Bitcoin is a digital gold, so you don't need to change anything that's it's static. I mean, that is something that quite digital gold. So you prefer Ethereum rather than Bitcoin. So tell me about the proof of stake. Yeah, proof of stake. Yeah, proof of stake mechanism. I mean, in the consensus itself, it's been delayed. I mean, ETH 2.0 will be delayed until next year, if I'm not mistaken. So can you explain a little bit about proof of stake that maybe my audience need to know?
Well, a lot of the coins are already proof of stake. So it's just Ethereum is moving over now. And it should reduce the fees, the cost, and improve the speed as well. So, I mean, that's something that we've been looking forward to, right? That's it's not just proof of stake, it's everything, sharding, it's doing some of the other things to improve the price of it will be the July change for EIP 1559, where it burns the fees. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things coming and happening that will actually help with Ethereum. But the main thing will be the sharding and the ZK rollups, that kind of thing, or optimism. That's the two areas that we're looking forward to. And yeah, Vitalik said something like 2022, the beginning of it is the planned idea. Originally, it was supposed to be even later. Then they tried to move it up to the end of this year, but I think it'll be 2022, beginning of the year. So
yeah, it's been delayed. Still in the beacon chain, right? I mean, the phase 0, and then it's been delayed since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, there's that too.
There's always be delay. I don't know
Well,
what happened.
it's complicated though. I mean,
I know.
I don't want them to rush into it. I want them to test it first. They recently found some bugs, and I mean,
In the testnet, happen is what is called the testnet? Mud, what is it? I mean, I forgot the name, but it's a testnet that is not live. Some bugs has been found, but it's that was something that need to be fixed.
Right, and that's exactly what the testnet's for.
That's exactly the testnet for. So, yeah, I mean, you are in Bitcoin Miami right now. I mean, there is a conference right now in Miami.
Yep,
right?
That's correct. I'm not there, but I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah, because the ticket is sold out. I mean, I would like to go there as well, but the ticket is sold out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe next year or the next 2 years, if it opens up again, I will come to Bitcoin Miami. But at the moment, no, because the COVID restriction is something that I need to follow as well. So yeah, I mean, some analysts that say, maybe it's about the price right now, but it's not something that you really expert on. But I need to know about your opinion based on the fundamental as well. Bull market, do you think bull market is over or not?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, right now we're in a consolidation, I think, for another maybe 4 days to a couple weeks. I'm guessing and then altcoins have been improving. And actually in the last 7 days, there's been improvement in general. Since, over that period, we've been getting higher lows and kind of have a triangle going as far as like technical analysis style. But I'm not a big subscriber of technical analysis, but it makes sense of the market a little bit. It's more of a emotional, psychological thing. And so in my view, that's kind of how I look at it, but it's useful for pattern recognition. So, but
because some retail actually jump in the space in the first half of the year, so they got burned right now until capitulate until we go back up again. That happened many times.
You buy low and sell high. So
that's why
when you're really happy, like some people were asking me, what am I buying? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm looking to what to sell. And that was a few weeks ago because the Ethereum was like 4,000. I didn't sell my Ethereum or Bitcoin, but I was selling altcoins.
Yes.
Just because there were, I mean, I'm getting 28x. I'm selling some, sorry,
yes.
50% at least, at 28. So I make, a good amount that way. And then I have more to spend to buy when it gets another dip. So
understandable. I mean, if you don't be too greedy, I mean, you cannot time the market. So once your investment double or triple, start selling your initial investment. So let it ride the rest.
And don't panic when it goes down.
That's by the fucking dip. And then I mean you said that you convert your altcoin to Bitcoin, so you also deliver a report to iPhone on Tech. So I mean tell me about the work that you've done. I mean, the report itself. I mean, from fundamental perspective.
What do I do for myself? I mean, I'm just basically have a Discord group, so I'm just helping some people that are new just get started, trying to keep them safe as well, and looking at earnings opportunities and preparing them for the bull run. Warning them about the fact that fees go up, central exchanges shut down because it's too busy, crashing. Preparing them for those kind of times, because I'm moving a lot to like Binance or other places to protect myself. Binance Smart Chain, because of the low fees. It's kind of going to be crazy in Ethereum unless we have the fixes. And I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know when the bull market's going to be crazy. I don't know if it's going to hold out till next year, but I have a feeling, we might see it sooner, but I don't know. I'm expecting it by December-ish, because we have we have Ethereum changes, we have Cardano with the smart contracts, we have the Kusama auction, parachain auctions, we have the Polkadot parachain auctions all happening this year. So that's going to be a major competition kind of thing of seeing what happens with it all, and if there's a bug found there, that might set things back a bit on one of them, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see on those. So, but it's going to be exciting times, and I'm not worried about Bitcoin long term. So I'm just holding that and just trying to store up more as I go through the other altcoins. And a lot of mine are for supporting projects that I like. Not if I profit on them, that's great, but for now it's just trying to support and provide liquidity or staking or whichever they need, and then I earn, so that's a bonus too. So.
Yeah. So I think the altcoins is the way to improve your Bitcoin position. So I think that's multiply your Bitcoin position. That's I get the take out from. So you said before that the altcoins, right? I mean, what if the implication that Ethereum 2.0 to altcoins? I mean, in Ethereum 2.0 is a proof of stake model, and then what does that mean for altcoins? I mean, and then it affects miner or not?
Oh no, it'll be a major effect. I mean, if the fees are lower on Ethereum, that makes a huge advantage for Ethereum, because a lot of projects are already there. I'm really hoping for everybody working together more. Like Polkadot is more of a interoperability play as far as like working with Ethereum, cross-chain, everything like that. That's kind of the goal of Kusama and Polkadot. And Ethereum is very open to that and works with that. Cosmos has been doing bridges as well. So they've been doing that. Obviously, Matic, Polygon has been doing that as well. They're doing cross-chain with Polkadot, with Ethereum, and layer 2 for Ethereum scaling. So there's a lot of projects going on that are going cross-chain, which is exactly where I think we need to go. There's a few that think they're taking over the planet, but I'll ignore them. So
yeah, that's the implication. I mean, the implication for miner itself will be reduced. The miner, I mean, the miner itself have central role, right? I mean, in the Ethereum ecosystem. But right now, since Ethereum 2.0 will be implemented, I mean, the migration will be happen. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm sad for the miners that they knew this was coming, so they should be prepared. I was mining for years, but just trivial amounts on GPU miners. So to me, it's just the natural flow, and it's where you want to go. You don't want to use up all the power for no reason. I mean, it's a silly cost-wise, right? You don't really need that. You need security. You don't need wasting energy basically. So
Yeah.
but
So yeah, based on that, I mean, there will be some, you know, quote unquote Ethereum killers. What do you think about that? I mean, there will be some project, I mean, to overtake Ethereum market cap.
there's ones that keep on saying that, but oh, they might pass the Ethereum market cap, maybe, you know, but that doesn't mean they're a killer. That just means that they have a higher market cap for now. You know, just owning more money in that doesn't make it good. I mean, we saw Dogecoin go up past all of these other projects. Is Dogecoin worth more? I don't think so. But apparently others have disagreed. But you know, it has no end of supply. But for me, Ethereum is a solid project. It has use cases. It's got a, I consider it more decentralized. It's a different perspective. It's not necessarily like Cardano claims to be more decentralized because they're servers, but their mind share is very, very centralized. It's basically Charles, and that's the project. It's Charles.
Yes.
So for me, that's not decentralized. That's super centralized,
Yes.
and I want a community that does it, not one person. And Vitalik is good about that. He's not manipulating or controlling at all. He's super open and wants to help people, you know, not all for money. He's there for, you know, trying to do a project to try to help the science, to help the communities. And I mean, he's shown that over the years. And that was one of the major breakups of Ethereum was, you know, him wanting to be a nonprofit. So versus a profiting company off of it. So
yeah, I mean, Charles Hoskinson once said in 2017 also, he said that he prints money for living. I mean, it's quite obvious. So yeah, I mean, I don't know it's a joke or not, but I think it is. But yeah, it's just another topic. So yeah, I mean, you mentioned about Ethereum killer that maybe is better market cap, but it's not the killer of Ethereum. I mean, that's side of Ethereum right now. Back on Bitcoin, and then what do you think about Bitcoin update Taproot? I mean, Taproot is the one of the biggest update in Bitcoin history. I mean, it's not the hard fork. I mean, it's just a soft fork. Can you tell a little bit about that?
not much. I've looked at it, but it's just, to me, it's not that interesting as far as what is happening. I don't pay as much attention to Bitcoin's code changes as much. Um, I'm more interested in the long-term price on Bitcoin, and I don't really pay attention to the development. I more watch the use cases and development on Ethereum, Polkadot, Kusama, and other side chains, other chains like that, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, those kind of coins and projects, because they're much more broad application, and I'm more interested in science. I'm more interested in development and use cases. For me, Bitcoin is store of value, and that's all. You know, it's and maybe with the Lightning Network, we'll see how that works when it comes to use more, and then maybe that'll be make it a something I can actually use besides storage. So.
Yeah, so yeah, you're not following a lot about Taproot, so I think
Right.
it's okay. Yeah, I will ask your question about the wallets. I mean, how some people secure their funds? I mean, through cold wallets and hot wallets. I mean, what is the technical problems in each?
Yeah, I wasn't sure of your users, but yeah, so there's cold storage, which is like Nano and Ledger. I mean, Trezor and Nano, Trezor and Ledger. They both are two major ones. There's others as well. Some people just use paper wallets. Those are fairly secure, right? And you just have to make sure you put your keys someplace safe so that you can recover if someone steals it or something else happens. You lose it. But those are nice and solid because you don't need to leave them plugged in or anything. And then you can still send your tokens there without having to have access. You only need access if you need to buy, sell, or if you need to use them for buying or selling stuff. Otherwise, I have wallets on my phone, or MetaMask, of course, for Ethereum, for trading, because or for Binance too, Smart Chain. So, I mean, those are the main ones I really use. So, hot wallets and cold wallets.
Yeah. There is advantages and disadvantages about the wallets, right? I mean, yeah.
I don't have much on the cold storage. I don't know much of a disadvantage on those, but I mean, obviously MetaMask, you have risk, if you store it out there because you have more access for other people.
Yeah.
And then for exchanges, there's lots of risk,
Yeah.
Depending on which exchange and levels of risk and reasons, from them getting hacked to someone breaking in. So I use two-factor authentication because I need someplace to move my fiat onto the crypto still and to move it off. That's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to an alternative. And then, of course, with exchanges also, there's risk of, governments or whatever forcing you to freeze your accounts through them. So that's another.
Yeah, another risk. Yeah, there is always risk. I understand that. So yeah, I think that's it's been an hour interview. So we come to a conclusion right now. I mean, we finally come to an end. So before we end the session, I mean, I will ask you a fire question, like a versus question.
Sure.
You just answer it in the 5 seconds, right?
Sure.
Bitcoin or gold?
Bitcoin.
Satoshi or Vitalik?
Well, Satoshi originally.
DEX or SEX?
What's that? Oh, DEX.
Decentralized exchange
DEX,
or
DEX.
yeah. MetaMask or Trust Wallet?
Trust Wallet, probably, depending on the use. I use both.
Yeah. Binance or Coinbase?
Binance. Well, Smart Chain.
Yeah. Lightning or Solana?
Solana, probably, for me.
Yeah. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for your time. I will let you know about maybe your LinkedIn in the description below to get you know more. So thanks for the time once again. Thanks for coming in to Kryptonian channel. I think that's quite insightful information about the fundamental, especially the people that really know about the fundamental, because recently I only focus about the news and the technicals one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and see you in the next